Shalom. This week's Sedra is Sedra Pinchas. Getting your name in lights under a byline or the cover of your first book is an exciting moment. Everyone loves recognition, and especially the recognition that creates a legacy. There could be no greater honor than having your name written in the Torah. Our rabbis spent plenty of time understanding each name mentioned in the Torah and why it was mentioned. In this week's Torah portion, we read of one person being mentioned and examine how they earned their spot in the Torah. Last week, we read a shocking incident. While the Jewish people were staying at Shittim, the people profaned themselves by having relations with the Moabite women, who invited the people to sacrifice to their God. The people partook of them and worshiped the Moabite god. The Jewish people attached itself to Baal Peor, this Moabite idol, and Hashem was incensed with the Jewish people. Hashem said to Moshe, "Take all the ringleaders and have them publicly executed, so that Hashem's wrath may turn away from the Jewish people." Just then, one of the Jews came and brought a Moabite woman over to his companions in the sight of Moshe and all the Jewish people. When Pinchas saw this, he left the people. Taking a spear in his hand, he followed the Jewish people and stabbed both of them, the Jew and the woman, through their belly. Then the plague against the Jews was checked. In this week's Torah portion, we read the continuation. Hashem spoke to Moshe saying, "This Pinchas who did the act has turned back my wrath from the Jewish people by publicly demonstrating his passion for me, so that I did not wipe out the Jewish people in my passion. Therefore, I grant him my pact of peace. It shall be for him and his descendants after him a pact of the kahuna, the Kohen, for all time, because he took impassioned action for his God, atoning for the Jewish people." The name of the Jew who was killed and the one who was killed with the Midianite woman, the Torah says, was Zimri, the son of Salu, chief of an ancestral house. The name of the Midianite woman who was killed was Cosbi, daughter of Tsur. Her father was the tribal head of an ancestral house in Midian. In his commentary to this pasuk, Rashi explained why Cosbi, the woman who sinned, was mentioned in the Torah. Cosbi is named to show you the hatred the Midianites bore to the Jewish people, that they abandoned even a princess to prostitution in order to seduce the Jewish people to sin. The Sforno took a different approach than Rashi. He wrote, "Pinchas has endangered his own life by his actions in view of the high rank of his victim, one of the 12 princes of the people, as well as a princess from a neighboring country." Rashi and Sforno took different approaches to why Zimri and Cosbi were mentioned in the pasuk. Rashi said they were mentioned to show the depravity of the Moabite people and how far they were willing to go to get the Jewish people to sin. Sforno taught they were mentioned to show Pinchas's bravery and his willingness to stand up to royalty. Both opinions agree the sin and Pinchas's act were major events. They disagree about what made the event major. To Rashi, it was the Moabite depravity, and to Sforno, it was Pinchas's bravery. There's an important lesson to take from the points of Rashi and the Sforno. Promiscuity is a slippery slope. It's never just one sinful act and then it ends. Promiscuity leads a person down a hard path that requires great strength to stop and even greater bravery to reverse. Pinchas knew it would take major bravery to reverse the perverse actions of Zimri and Cosbi. His courage was able to turn the people and their plague around. We need to recognize the dangerous nature of promiscuity and its sins and build the courage to stop it when we encounter it. Shabbat Shalom.